Yo, what's going on guys, Arekkz here and welcome back to another Destiny video. It's Tuesday, which of course means it is the weekly reset, and that means I am back to tell you guys what is new in the world of Destiny this week. Spoiler alert, not a lot. But all jokes aside, this week on the 21st, the Bungie update will return, which means hopefully, finally, we might get some brand new information. So make sure you tune in on Thursday. I will definitely make a video on that one, telling you guys exactly what is in the Bungie update, and hopefully we'll find out about that February event, the February update, and anything else coming soon. I apologise that there haven't been too many Destiny videos lately, but in all honesty, there's not really too much to cover, and I will of course ramp up the coverage as and when things pick up. But for the time being, it's the weekly reset, so let's talk about that. First of all, your Nightfall is the Fallen Saber Strike, and your modifiers are Small Arms, where primary weapon damage is favoured. You then have Grounded, where players take more damage whilst airborne. You have Chaff, where player radar is disabled, and you also have Trickle, where recharge of abilities is significantly reduced. Now, of course, without an elemental burn, this will take a little bit longer, but generally speaking, the Fallen Saber Strike isn't too bad. It's actually one of my favourite strikes, simply because once you get past the first section, it can actually be really, really quick. So, generally speaking, if you're trying to rush through and get 3 sets of Nightfall loot, it won't take you too long. The first bit is, of course, the hardest bit, but just sort of take your time, make sure you deal with all those adds, and you should be alright. On top of that, as I say every single week, make sure you do at least 3 Vanguard Heroic Strikes so you can grab those 30 Legendary Marks. Of course, you might not necessarily be using them right now, but definitely make sure you always have max Legendary Marks, just because when Bungie do eventually drop an update or maybe drop some new exotics or whatever it is, then you'll have the marks ready to buy things. Moving on from there, of course, this week the raid challenge is Golgoroth, because last week was War Priest, the week before that was Oryx, and of course it does go in a perfect circle, so there is no randomization in that. But either way, if you guys did miss out on the Golgoroth challenge, maybe you still need the emblem, maybe you still need a 320 item, then this is the challenge for you. Again, if you guys do have any trouble with that, I do have a guide on the channel on how to complete that challenge mode. Super easy, so definitely check that one out. Now jumping over to the tower for a second, these are of course your Crucible bounties this week. Again, as a super quick reminder, completing all of these will of course complete the 5th, and completing the 5th will give you Nightfall tier rewards. So that is another chance, add an exotic or a legendary weapon or whatever you want. Either way, if PvP is your thing, then you're definitely going to want to check this one out. Jumping over to the Reef super quickly, these are of course the 3 Taken Wanted bounties this week. Again, if you do need any additional reputation, then this will be your source. Now finally, it wouldn't be a weekly reset without the tier 3 Court of Horrocks boss. This week it is Kagura. That is of course the very first boss we ever fought, the wizard or the witch, the one where you need to shoot the eyes in order to gain the buff, which then lets you kill the ogre, which drops the shield on Kagura, and you can then shoot her. Generally speaking, it's not too bad. In fact, it's one of the easier ones to solo if you really needed to. But again, if for some reason you haven't done this one, then this is also a source of a calcified fragment. And that is pretty much it. And I say pretty much because there is one more thing I want to talk to you guys about just before you go. As you may know, we hit 200,000 subscribers the other day, so thank you very much for that. The support from you guys is absolutely incredible, so I really do appreciate that. But to commemorate that, we also launched some limited edition t-shirts, 3 of which are Destiny themed. You can see them right in front of you right now. So there is a Warlock, a Hunter, and a Titan t-shirt. There is of course a 4th one, which is the Monster Hunter one. If there are any Monster Hunter fans out there that also play Destiny, you might want to check that one out. But either way, you can find a link to the Teespring store in the description box down below. Definitely check that one out. They're only available for the next 12 days, so they are super limited, but if you do like them, then definitely check them out. Pick one of those up. I've also split them into US and European campaigns, so that way if you're in Europe, you don't have to pay ridiculously expensive shipping to get it from the US. On top of that, I appreciate this one might not be super relevant, but I do have a giveaway running right now for a copy of Monster Hunter Cross and a Japanese Nintendo 3DS, but this is part of the kind of 6-week 200k giveaway. I've got 6 different giveaways I'm going to be running over the next 6 weeks. Some of them are Destiny related. I do have a limited edition copy of the Taken King and also a collector's edition of the Taken King, so they will be coming very, very soon, and of course I'll keep you guys up to date. But again, for the time being, there's a link to that in the description box down below. Anyway, that's enough from me. Thank you very much for watching. Take it easy. Catch you next time. Peace out.